No, I told you guys this would be a good one, and it was, even more so than what the score implies. The USA basketball women's U18 national team won their 11th consecutive gold at the AmeriCup games in Columbia this past Sunday. An 80-69 win over a tough Canada team led by Jasmine Basco and Olivia Lung. They combined for 34 points. Listen, this one it wasn't down to the wire, but it definitely was in jeopardy all the way until about midway through the fourth. The Americans were led by tournament MVP Joyce Edwards. She finished the game with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Sienna Betts, she had 15 points and 9 rebounds, both of whom were named to the All-Star 5. Now at 6'2 and 6'4 respectively, they hadn't faced much of a challenge this entire tournament until this game, where they faced off against Talia Henderson and Yadine Yeech. Between Betts flashing fantastic footwork, Joyce Edwards showing off her rarely cited three-point shooting capabilities to go along with her more renowned dominance on the inside, they showed that it wasn't just their size alone that separated them from the rest of the world. Kennedy Smith and Sarah Strong, they had been a lethal 1-2 punch off of the bench all tournament long. In this game, it was more so Kennedy Smith that would pick up the bulk of the minutes. She led the U.S. with 18 points. As usual, she injected an energy level on the defensive end. It consistently made it tough for the Canadians to get into their offensive sets in a timely fashion. If they made it there at all, it was one point in the fourth where her pressure and her teammates led to her having a 6-point run by herself, and it extended the lead out to 58-51. That was the first time in the game where it felt like there was at least some breathing room, but it did get tight again from there. So, like I said, the score doesn't indicate how tight this game actually was. Kennedy's teammate at USC, Kayleigh Heckel, she was another standout in this game and for the entire tournament. She contributed 13 points, ran the team efficiently. Once again, she made me look smart for calling her the best point guard in this year's class, back when she was ranked a whole lot lower than she currently is. Her scoring here, it was no aberration from what she averaged the entire tournament. It was 12.8 points along with 3.7 assists per game. So she did her thing as a starting point guard. Once again, we've seen it all summer long from the McDonald's games. Every game that she's participated in, she's always had an impact immediately and obviously. Jazzy Davidson, Jordan Lee, they both proved during this tournament why they were selected to start when names like Sarah Strong and Kennedy Smith were on the roster. I scratched my head at it the first game. I didn't question it for long. Olivia McGill, she was steady. She was consistent. She plays every possession like a 0-0. She's going to be tough to deal with in any tournament, NCAA tournament or the next FIBA tournament. We didn't get to see everybody in this game, but I did watch all of the previous games, and I'll give you my thoughts on all of them and everybody else I mentioned individually at a later time. But I just want to celebrate the team win for now because all of the other U.S. basketball teams don't always win these events. So even though the U18 team has had dominance, that's not always the case. So with the win and the gold medal, they and the top four, the rest of the top four, with the win, this team and the rest of the top four, they all earn a berth to the 2025 FIBA U19 Women's World Cup in the Czech Republic next summer. The U.S. went 6-0. They won by an average of nearly 68 points. They had a total of 628 points, which were the most total all time by the U.S. team ever since the tournament started in 1988. Great accomplishment by this team, considering some of the great teams that we've had in the past. None of them did it before, but they did, so that says something. If you want to see those individual player profiles, make sure you get subscribed, hit like, let me know in the comments if you watch, or you can go to FIBA's page and watch if you haven't watched it already. Leave a gold medal in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, peace, as always.